have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners.
Greetings, contestants, parents, board members, judges, employees of OCSD 5, and everyone else. Some of you might recognize me, others may not, but I am Xavier Anthony, 2016's MLK Oratory Competition winner. Tonight, instead of sitting over here, waiting to deliver my speech, I stand here to give you a warm welcome. Last year around this time, I was also nervously awaiting my chance to deliver my speech. I practiced it so much, I would even say it in the shower, just like I said this one in the shower before I came. I'm pretty sure this year's contestants did the same thing. But as the night ended, I realized that the hard work and dedication had paid off. Each and every one of this year's contestants have made it through school-wide and class-wide competitions. So tonight, all of you are winners. Before I close, I would like to offer the competitors some words of encouragement. Tonight is your night. Don't let anything stop you from doing your best. Good luck, and as I said before, you are all winners. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the competition.
Going on in this world today. I wonder what Dr. King would say. I was asked my thoughts about Dr. King running for president. I would just love to be able to hear his campaign speech. Wouldn't you? I believe it'll be phenomenal. Here's my rendition of his speech. We're gathered here today because we share a common belief in the dream. You remember the dream I once told y'all about? The dream that everyone will share equality and be judged not by color of their skin, but by character. You remember, don't you? I found it hard to believe that even after having this great moment in history, we're still having the same struggles here in the USA. We have to do better. We have to ensure a future only gets brighter, not continue to be dimmed by things like police brutality, discrimination, poverty, failing schools, bullying, and murders. Everyone is important, and we must come together as one. A positive attitude is our only fighting chance. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Cameron Summers. I'm a student from Bethune-Bowman Pre-K-12 campus. Although I am only 10 years old, I still think back and reminisce. Dealing with the aftermath of an election year, all the excitement, frustrations, and issues people have are all over the television, radio, and social media. However, I am reminded of the times my grandmother and I sat outside discussing various topics concerning things going on in the world. I specifically remember her telling me not to let anyone run over me and to always be myself no matter what. Sadly, I also and will forever remember the day she died from cancer. I was getting ready for school and my mom received a call from my aunt that she had passed away. When my mom told me, I was heartbroken. Unfortunately, there are many people in this country who have illnesses and diseases that are not equipped with the proper health care. On top of being sick, this can cause a mighty burden for families to have to bear. If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was running for president, I believe this is what he would say to the American people. My fellow Americans, even though we still face difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. But there is a dream, there is hope. Brothers and sisters, the nation is sick. Trouble is in the land and confusion is all around. We as a nation are suffering from an unjust and unfair education system, unjust and unfair healthcare system, and neighborhoods that are filled with crime. We as a nation have an immune system that is fighting to protect those who protect its citizens and has to turn right back around and fight to be protected by those who protect us. That's a strange statement. But I know somehow that only when it's dark enough, you can see the stars. All of God's children will come together and not to be judged by the color of their skin. All lives will indeed matter. All men will be treated equally. All children will be provided with a quality education that will ensure their ability to compete globally. There are many of us who are facing many trials and tribulations because of the current state of our nation. Therefore, brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know your labor in the Lord is not in vain. In order to heal America, we must stay hydrated with positivity, resting on assurance of equality, so we can release the tensions of prejudice and combat evilness of hate. We shall overcome social injustice and poverty by providing a top-notch education for all and investing more money into the education system. We shall overcome police brutality by first acknowledging that we have a problem. Secondly, provide training for our law enforcement to help them deal with violent situations. We shall overcome an unjust education system by providing higher pay for certified and qualified teachers and also providing them with needed resources to help our children be successful. We shall overcome racism by first acknowledging that it exists and teaching people to react toward the issue and not the problem. There is a season for all things, and brothers and sisters, a season for change is here. The dream that I have for the American people is to let freedom reign for social injustice in Florida, let freedom reign for healthcare in Mississippi, let freedom reign for racism in South Carolina and Alabama, let freedom reign for poverty in New York, let freedom reign for crime in Chicago, let freedom reign for an unjust education system in Pennsylvania, let freedom reign for love and forgiveness right here, right now in Orangeburg, South Carolina. And my dear brothers and sisters, let freedom reign, let it reign, and let it reign.
If you hear this message, wherever you stand, I am calling every woman, calling every man. We are the generation. We cannot afford to wait. The future started yesterday. We are already late. I am Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I am delighted to be here today amongst my family, friends, and supporters. Thank you all for giving me this privilege of discussing vital issues and future plans for restoration and rejuvenation. As a little boy growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, I can still hear my father say, someday things will get better. I loved and respected my father, but I soon learned that someday is not a day of the week. Now is the time for a real promise of democracy and improve the quality of life of every citizen in America today. As the next president of the United States of America, I know that education cannot be a dream for some, but it must be a reality for all. I don't think you heard me, one that is deliberated, hopeful, informed, and grounded in desire that all people may share in a good life. Teachers, every child deserves a champion. When we are in your classroom, let that champion be you. When you teach your children, teach them the very best you can. The Bible tells us that wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. Oh yes, we can. I will work to strengthen the economy so all families can share in the American dream. Now think for a moment about these questions. Do you need a anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Justice for Walter Scott of Charleston, South Carolina. Justice for innocent black people being killed in our communities. Justice for the Charleston Nine. And justice for innocent police officers being brutally murdered just because they wear a badge. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it, and they are safe. I know only when it is dark enough, you can see the stars. Oh yes, we can. We shall overcome. My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. We can destroy hunger. We can conquer hate. Put down the arms and raise our voices and join hands today for a better America. Oh yes, we can. For weeping may endure the night, but joy cometh in the morning. Oh yes, we can. And thank you. And God bless America. I am Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. As I stand here before you today, I represent a true American. I would like to thank my opponent, Mr. Trump, for engaging in this debate with me. My fellow Americans, I have a dream. And with your help, that dream can become a reality. We've come a long way from our days in the past, but we still have a long way to go. That's why I have decided to run for President of the United States of America. I know we have what it takes to make these states united again. We can become a united nation if we all stand together. Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. While the struggle is real, where's the progress when it comes to our educational system? Poverty should not disqualify my fellow Americans from high-quality education, because education is a basic human right. So why do we struggle for teachers? I believe we should make every effort to place the right people in front of our children. Let's allow students to become a part of the recruitment of great teachers. If I am elected, I will deal with the real issues facing a lack of people going into the teaching profession. I love Kyrie Irving, but without a teacher, he would not be the millionaire he is today. I will work hard to raise the pay for the real superstars, educators. Instead of talking about the inner cities as if they are imaginary places, let's talk to their mayors and representatives to find out what the real needs are. Inner cities also need better relationships with their political leaders to be confident their voices are heard. Your silence, Mr. Trump, tells me you agree with everything I've said. And I would like to thank you for not cutting me off as you have done in previous debates. I hear you would nominate Senator Jeff Sessions as Attorney General. My wife, Coretta, tried to stop him from becoming a judge because he tried to scare black voters. So what will stop him from a stop and frisk effort, which specifically target African and Latino Americans? As I have stated years ago, America has written a bad check, and that check has come back marked insufficient funds. With all the terrorist attacks, domestic and abroad, police brutality, brutal murders in churches just like this, my opponent asks, what do blacks have to lose? I say we have our dignity, our integrity, our purpose,
to give thanks to the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He is indeed an icon who did move mountains, but he definitely made a way for me to climb the mountain. If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were to run for president of the United States today, I believe he would have a powerful speech such as this. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me to the wonderful state of South Carolina, here in the great heartland of America. It is an honor to speak on this stage in front of all these brilliant minds. Many ask me, why have I decided to finally run for president? The answer isn't a simple one. I'm not interested in power for power's sake, but I'm interested in power that is moral, that is right, and that is good. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? On April 4th, 1967, I gave a speech at a meeting of clergy at Riverside Church in New York City. I stated, the world now demands a maturity of America that we may not be able to achieve. I believe America has proven its maturity by electing its first African-American president, President Barack Obama. President Obama has brought about a marvelous change to this great nation. He has inspired people to greatness. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. He has inspired people like you, and you to greatness. America has come a mighty long way, but we still have a long way to go. We must continue to fight for justice and equality for all people. We must continue to find solutions to the gun violence in our inner city community, financial and social equality. Our country has definitely become more diverse. Now, when you walk in a church, you see people of different races worshiping together. When you go to the park, you see children of different races and beliefs playing together. This is what I dreamed of. I want to make sure that we continue to teach our children that through love we come together and we all are better. Of all the injustices in the country, the inequality in healthcare are the most inhumane. I want to make sure that we continue to improve the Affordable Care Act. That's the law that continues to make healthcare more affordable, accessible, and higher quality for families, seniors, businesses, and taxpayers alike. I don't want you to believe that our problem is solved, but we are definitely on the right track towards a solution. That old law, by the eye now, it leaves everybody blind. The time is always right to do the right thing. When I helped on the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, our motto was to save the soul of America. That is also the motto for my campaign. My ultimate goal is the spiritual and moral renewal of the nation. But first, we must reorganize our house. We must save the soul of America from the deception of self-sufficiency. Without it, social change will be short-lived. We must continue to fight for freedom for all people. It is now time for us to demonstrate the values of interdependence, friendship, and community. I believe the God whom we serve is not a weak or incompetent God, but He is able to beat back gigantic waves of opposition and bring down very large mountains of evil. The ringing testimony of the Christian faith is that God is able, and together we all can save the soul of America. Thank you, and God bless America.
Take me away. If Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were to run for president, what would he say? He will say, "Accept the hate and bring in the love for each other." Neighbor,
Can't imagine even loving you less, Lord.
Phenomenal. A word that describes Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. If he were running for president of the United States today, I believe he would start off by asking, can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me? Yes. America, we have come from a mighty long way, but we still have a long way to go. August 28, 1963, I stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial and told the world about my dream, knowing that my dream and my change were not going to be automatic. Since then, we as a people have suffered and sacrificed much in order to have equal rights. We as a people have suffered and sacrificed much in order to sit on the front seats of the bus. We as a people have suffered and sacrificed much in order to have good jobs with good benefits. We as a people have suffered and sacrificed much in order to attend the best colleges and universities because change wasn't automatic. I had a heart-to-heart conversation with my children, and I had to remind them that things don't get done by themselves. Hard work pays off. Running for president or simply having my name on the ballot does not make me president. My job is to convince the voters to vote for me. In other words, it is not automatic. America is the greatest country today. And yet I say we can be better. Our homes can be better. Our schools can be better. Our city and our nation can be better. My parents always taught me to be honest because nothing ruins the truth more than stretching it. If we want change to happen, teachers cannot continue to pass students to the next grade that cannot read, write, or do math on their grade level. If we do this, we are giving students false hope. I am sure it is embarrassing for a student to receive a high school diploma and cannot read the information on it. College tuition is at an all-time high. The cost of going to college continues to rise each and every year. It is time to make continuing education affordable to those that qualify. I am sure it is discouraging for a student to graduate from college with a degree and find out that there are no jobs in their field. As president of these great United States, I will work with Congress and local governing officials to put top jobs in every state and every community. Along with jobs should come good benefits. I see people choosing between buying food and buying medication. In the great USA, that should not be a choice. That's why I will start the MLK Affordable Health Act. It is time to make health care and medication affordable for everybody. As a child, I remember singing a song, red, yellow, black, white. We are all precious in God's sight. Yes, all of your lives matter. And find
nation will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Oh, the places we've been from those 53 years. Who'd have thought that every American could be covered under affordable health care? Schools are no longer segregated. But hey, here's the kicker. We've had a black president not one term, but 2 terms. Yes, they did that, those years ago. But that's where we were. This is where we're going. Now look at your neighbor to the left and say, oh, the places that the king will take you. Oh, the places that the king will take you. I am a fighter, and I will fight for you. You may ask, how will I fight for you? I'll fight to supply clean drinking water for every person. Not just for wealthy neighborhoods, but for all neighborhoods. This be known by our campaign as the Clean Water Act. It's 2017, and it hurts my heart to know that the people in Flint, Michigan have been without clean water for so long. Now look at your neighbor to the right and say, oh, the places that the king will take you. Oh, the places that the king will take you. I will fight for and with ordinary Americans. We have all benefited from our Native American ancestors. History has shown that we have made promises to them that we do not always keep. But I have always said there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor political, nor popular, but he must take it because his conscience tells him it's right. We must keep our promise as a nation to keep the land sacred and may never tamper with it. Not even for big businesses. Now look at your neighbor behind you and say, oh, the places you'll go. Oh, the places you'll go. Finally, there comes a time when silence is betrayal. We cannot continue to be silent on issues that taint the heart of many Americans. Our men are dying at the hands of people that are supposed to protect us as citizens. The justice system in our country must be revamped. You may ask, how you do this, Dr. King? I'll institute greater punishment from misuse of power, such as from police officers and judges. As your next president, look at your neighbor and say, oh, the places that the king will take you. Oh, the places that the king will take you. I stand here before you today to say the ultimate measure of man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. With me as your next president, I protect every citizen's rights and prosperity. But with me as your next president, Orangeburg, remember, oh, the places you'll go.
Good evening. Good evening. It's really hard for me not to allow my emotions to take control of my comments tonight. After what we've witnessed with children and being a lover of children, it is very difficult. So I'm going to stick with my script. I want to thank you for joining us tonight for such an outstanding display of public speaking. The Martin Luther King Jr. Oratory Competition is one of our special occasions during our school year that allows our students to demonstrate college and career skills. Thank you. But while I'm making the comments, I'm going to ask, if you don't mind, if the children will come and stand right here, because this is about them.
them, but they will be called in no particular order other than by their school's alphabetical order. So this is not the order in which they scored, okay? So now for the 5 names of our honorable mention contestants. Hot off the press. Thank you. Honorable mention, Cameron Summers, Bethune-Bowman Elementary School. Cameron, step forward. Dover Elementary School. Step forward, Jada. Thank you. Honorable mention from Rivlon Elementary School, Mahira Harper. Thank you. Honorable mention from Whitaker Elementary School, Jaden Skinner. Honorable mention from Sheridan Elementary School, Miracle Cummings. And then there were 3. May I have the 3 remaining contestants to step forward, please? Congratulations to all of our participants. But now for 3rd place winner, coming all the way from Melsham Elementary School, Javon Sherman. Congratulations. May I have the final 2 contestants to step forward, please, just a little. And then there were 2 coming all the way from Brookdale Elementary School. Justin Simpson is contested 2nd place winner. Congratulations, Justin. Need I say more? Your 2017-18 winner for the Martin Luther King Jr. Oratory Contest is Miss Jessica James from Marshall Elementary School. Congratulations, Jessica. We're asking all contestants.
What an amazing night here at the Orangeburg Consolidated School District 5 MLK Oratory Competition 2017. I am here with Jimmy Jones of Jimmy Jones Toyota, one of the corporate sponsors, And I'm also here with the winner of the oratory competition, Jessica James. I want to start with Jessica first. How was it out there, and were there any nerves?
A little.
How excited were you when they called you as the winner?
I was so excited I could not speak. It was just mind-blowing.
Well, congratulations, Jessica. Jimmy of Jimmy Jones Toyota. Sorry about that, but you've been at this event the last couple of years. It's an amazing event, and the kids put on another great show tonight. Tell us a little about it.
They did a great job. We're just happy to be a part of this event again. Congratulations to Jessica for the win. These kids do a great job. I'm just impressed every year to come out and hear the speeches and the fire and the passion they all bring. And what a great night. It's just a great night in Orangeburg.
Well, thank you, Mr. Jones. Congratulations once again, Jessica. I know your parents are very proud of you as well.